Brooks are in Tanzania. We are in Africa, y'all. See our journey, watch our videos, and learn through us. Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's Brooks in Tanzania here, and we are doing a video about Zambia. We are here vacationing, visiting in Zambia. We are actually here at Lake Tanganyika Resort. We have one of the owners here with the resort that we're going to speak to. But before we get started, I want to thank you for tuning into the channel. I finally got my husband Nathaniel to come on video with me, so I'm thankful of that.
Okay.
And if you like the content that you're seeing, please share, subscribe, and like the channel. Don't hesitate to ask me questions that you may have about Tanzania. That's where we've been for the past year. We've been in Zambia for a little over a week now, so we don't know too much about it, but it has been a great experience. I want to say one of the differences that we've seen here is that this is an English-speaking country versus Tanzania, where it's more Kiswahili. So it's been very refreshing being able to go out and about in the streets, speak English, and have people understand you. It was definitely a struggle when we first got to Tanzania in January, trying to navigate and communicate with everyone. Nathaniel, what would you say a difference is about Zambia, or what you like about Zambia?
As she said, we haven't been many places in Zambia. And hello, I know this is the first time you meet me. I'm Nathaniel Brooks of Brooks from Tanzania. The first time you meet me, I'm not even in Tanzania. We're in Zambia. But glad to be here. I'll try to be in more videos or even start some of my own. Contrasting Tanzania and Zambia. Zambia, so far, where we've been in Zambia, is much more peaceful. People tend to get along and greet you and as family. Obviously, speaking English has been a great benefit. They speak other languages here, but their language is English and our English. So that removes that level of distrust people have, I guess, when we speak different languages. We speak the same language, so it's been a lot easier to navigate, to get along, and just feel overall comfortable here compared to some of the experiences we've had in Tanzania. But of course, so far, all of our experiences compared to the United States have been a blessing to be here on the African continent. So all of that's better. But now we're starting to see the differences among the different African nations. So yeah, being here in Mpulungu is very peaceful. I can see it's on Lake Tanganyika. It's a part of the Great Lakes region here in Africa. And I'm sure we can get into my content to get some information insight on that. But we like water. We stayed a while in the ocean in Tanzania, but this lake acts just like an ocean with the waves, very peaceful, and we're really enjoying this stay here.
Yes, and excuse the lighting that if there's issues, I just wanted to get this background. Can you see this lake here? It's very beautiful. It's very peaceful here at the resort. So we do have Mpulungu, one of the owners of the resort. So we're going to speak to Nakonde a little bit, get some information about her, the resort, and just Zambia as a whole, if we can. So welcome, Nakonde.
Thank you so much.
To our video. Thank you for hosting us at the resort. This is our first experience here, and it's been lovely. The food is great. So here in the resort, there's a restaurant on hand as well. So we're able to, we have one of those rooms, like if you go to Fiji or Bora Bora, and you sit and then it's like right outside the water is your room. That's what it's like here. So it's very beautiful. That's the experience that we're having right now. And again, very peaceful. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please subscribe, like, and comment. Bye.
Yes, but I'm happy to be able to feature in this video, And just a point of correction, I'm a manager here at the
Okay.
property.
Okay.
Yes, the co-founders, Zambia, but they're based in Lusaka.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so initially they created Lake Tanganyika Resort to be a holiday house.
Oh.
And when they came here, they saw that there was a challenge when it came to accommodation for their friends and their families. And so they decided them to open it up as a business so that, it could offer accommodation at least a certain standard to different people. And that's how Lake Tanganyika Resort was sort of like developed.
Okay.
Initially, I was in Lusaka as well. I'm coming from an aviation background.
Oh.
Yes, so I was working in aviation before until this opportunity came up to establish hospitality business, and I wanted a new challenge. And I thought, okay, why not? Let me get up and go and set it up. And not only that, my mother originally was from here in Mpulungu, and my father was from Tanzania.
Oh.
And so I thought, okay, it's a way for me to get back to my mother's roots as well while I set this business up. And then hopefully I can cross over to Tanzania in future as well to get back to my family. And so that's how I took the opportunity and came to Mpulungu, a beautiful place. And so we officially opened in 2018.
Okay.
Yes, so we only started with a few rooms. This restaurant was only opened early this year.
Oh.
Yes, so we offer accommodation, we offer meals now and activities as well. That most of them we work with the communities around us because we don't have our own equipment yet. So we work with the communities for most of the activities that we provide here. Yes, so we are almost like 3.5 years old that the business has been good. Obviously when it started and then during the COVID period, the business was not so sustainable. At one point we thought, what, do we close? Do we continue? How do we keep up? Because we saw a decline in visitors, especially the international market. Yeah, so we were not getting a lot of people there. And then we thought, okay, what, instead of closing, instead of laying off people, maybe we need to re-strategize and we need to look at the local market. And that's how we were able now to market more to the domestic market during that period. And I know a lot of people were looking to get away, especially during that first wave of COVID. And this was another option, the northern province, Lake Tanganyika, because a lot of people heard about it but have not been here. So I'm glad to say that the local market has been responding very well, to this place and coming to visit it more often. But it still needs a lot of work. We still need to do a lot more in this region. There are a lot of things to see, beautiful attractions, the natural resources, but there's a lot that still needs to be done to build up on activities. But Lake Tanganyika itself is it's beautiful, it's mysterious, and like you have said, it's calm 1 minute, and then the next minute, there are waves, and you don't even know what's going to happen next. But that's just a bit about myself and Lake Tanganyika.
Okay. Now you kind of answered a lot of the questions that I was going to ask. But how long have you been back in Zambia? Did you come with the opportunity, or how long have you been back?
Okay, just to clear that, I was born in Zambia. I was actually born in Lusaka, raised up in Lusaka, but I never got a chance to get to know my mother's family very well. So I only came here like 3 years ago, 2018 to be specific. In 2018 is when I came to Burundi. Yes, but before that I was in Lusaka. Yes.
And how is Lusaka compared to, Mpulungu? I keep adding extra syllables. Mpulungu.
To Mpulungu. Look, I'd not been here before that, and I used to hear a lot of tales, a lot of stories about this place. But when I got here, the first thing that captured me was obviously Lake Tanganyika. But then after staying, like after getting around like a week or two, I realized that I needed to make a lot of adjustments because it's a small town and you don't get everything here. You know, from food, some types of groceries, you don't get it here in Lusaka. We were so used to the big supermarkets, you know, and when you needed certain supplies, it was easy to get. That from Mpulungu, it wasn't there. You know, so meaning you needed to establish, find people that would supply you certain, whether it's food, relish, and then if not, then you'd have to make arrangements to get them from Lusaka and bring them here. And then apart from that, it was a bit difficult to sort of like with the three things. You have the business community, you know, like the professionals, and then you had the local business community, and then you have the community itself. And then one thing I found out is that there's a gap in terms of how people socialize here. So you find that the professionals, when they come, they stick to themselves, and then the local businesses, the locals, the middle class as well. I don't know if that's the right word. They also stick to themselves, and then you have the community as well. So they're not really. What word can I say? People don't socialize like on all these levels. So it was a bit difficult for me to sort of like fit in and trying to figure out like, where, who can I communicate? Who do I network with? Who do I socialize with? Because people are sort of like reserved in a way. So then you'd find that, for instance, with the establishment that we have here, you'd find that more of the professional kind of people would be coming here because maybe they're looking for other people to talk to from other places. But then the people, the local people from here are sort of like reserved, and they don't want to really mingle with other people. But it took a lot of adjustment and really just trying to find my way around in all this. So whether it's socializing, networking with the professionals or with the locals or with the community itself. But but afterwards, I think I've been able to actually get around. But it took a bit of time. It took a bit of time and a lot of adjustment.
Now, you say about how Mpulungu is,
Yes.
but I'm guessing in Lusaka, it's not like that. They have a lot of intermingling socially with one another.
In Lusaka, maybe because you get a lot of maybe in like the professional kind of like environment because you're working, and then you know where you can go and mingle, get together. But you have options. Maybe let me put it that way. I think there are options in Lusaka. But here, like I said, there are certain people who are reserved, and then there are certain people who only want to hang out with certain people, that kind of a thing. So I think you need to, you don't get the kind of opportunity as it is in Lusaka. I think it's much easier there. Here it's a bit difficult.
Kind of like a
Yes.
sort of thing.
Right, so I guess what I'm hearing is it's everywhere, right? There's social classes, social structure, people are more comfortable with people that are in their
Yes.
social group. And of course, if you're in a big city,
Yeah.
they've invested a lot in creating an environment where you
Yes.
have opportunities.
Exactly.
So what I hear from that is there's investment opportunities here in Mpulungu.
Yes.
So maybe they need nightclubs or social halls
Yes.
or
Yes.
some kind of opportunity.
Exactly.
And there are a lot. I mean,
Yes.
we're just talking about socially, but there's actually a ton of investment opportunities here. You also mentioned Lusaka has all the food options you could ever desire, but here you have to make plans, which means there's a need for maybe more farmers, more fishermen.
A good supply chain.
Supply chain here, transportation, even the lake. Could use maybe ferries connecting the villages to one another, where they may be doing some of the things that you're mentioning. So there's investment opportunities. One of the things I guess that we as particularly Black Americans, when we hear challenges, we should say here opportunity.
Yes.
Right? But a challenge is just an opportunity waiting to thrive or whatever. So keep in mind that it's a place that's beautiful and kind of untapped at this point. You go to Lusaka and you can pay high investment prices, or you can come to a place and be a part of the ground floor investment opportunities, which is what we're thinking.
That is very true.
Oh, no, I want to hear what you said. What would you say? There's a lot of African Americans that are looking to leave America. We've heard about Tanzania, we've heard about Ghana. Those are the two big countries. The others that people flock to. But I mean, in our search, we haven't really heard about Zambia. What would you say about Zambia to now reach out and say, oh, well, maybe we should check out Zambia?
Zambia is beautiful, and it's more than look. Zambia is known for the Victoria Falls. I'm not sure if you know about the Victoria Falls or have heard about it in Southern Province. In Livingstone, there's a mighty Victoria Falls, and that's what Zambia has been known about like all these years, because that's where most of the tourists would go to go and see the mighty Mosotho Falls. But there's a lot more to do in Zambia, and what I would say is that we are very peaceful people. We accommodate, different nationalities. Zambians are not hostile. They're not, how can I put it? They're friendly people, so to say. So, in terms of people that want to come here, whether you want to come and visit or whether you want to come and set up businesses, I think it does offer favorable conditions to be able to do that. And like we said earlier on, there's so many opportunities and untapped, so it's a place where you can actually come and set up a business. So if you'd like to stay, you can do that and create an opportunity, not for yourself, but even for other people. Yes, I think it has that friendly sort of like atmosphere and environment to actually live, visit, if you want to stay, do business. I think Zambia is one of those countries. In terms of tourism, I'm going back to that again. It has a lot of potential. It has a lot of potential, and hopefully, through the little efforts that we make, through the government efforts, private stakeholders, maybe we could see a lot of things changing as we go on, because there's so many things that can be done. A lot of things.
When we got here, just to speak to what you were saying, we came in through the land border, and it was about 4 hours in on the bus. And when we got off the bus, there wasn't anyone looking at us like, who are these people? It was just everyone living life. And I would just to say that everyone's friendly, and I think when we're in Tanzania, they can tell that we're not from there. So they're looking like, who are these people? What are they doing? But we didn't get that when we first got here. So that is just to speak to what you were saying about this community.
And of course, in Tanzania, those things are happening before you open your mouth and start speaking English in a way that's different than they're speaking here. Whereas here, you still speak English differently, but not so different that they can say, hey, these are Americans, they can think we're from South Africa, we're from Sierra Leone, we could be from anywhere speaking in this country, but we don't present anything that English is different. But there, they key in that we're American or British or we are not African.
Yeah.
They can tell
Yeah.
pretty quickly. And because of that, they often key in on, okay, what do we know about Americans or the Western world? Those people have money.
Yeah.
How can we get some of that money? So we have to be very careful there. Where so far, I mean, we haven't been here a long time, but so far, we haven't had to walk as softly here, worried about are people really friendly or are they looking to take advantage here. So far, we haven't had that. We don't get that feel of vibe from here. So that's been a good experience so far.
I don't really have anything more for questions. Do you have any questions?
So Lake Tanganyika, we can talk about the lake, what you know about it. I've heard them talk about the Great Lakes region.
Yes.
What are the other Great Lakes that are part of this particular region?
Okay, so Lake Tanganyika is connected to, I think it's 3 countries. So there's Zambia, there's Tanzania, Burundi, and Congo.
Okay.
Yeah, so those form the Great Lakes region because of Lake Tanganyika.
So it's just one lake, but several
Yes,
countries.
several countries connected to it.
Okay.
Yes.
And then I was talking to another brother. I guess her name is Gilbert. He's actually running for president of the Chamber of Commerce here.
Okay.
But he's saying that presently, and there's another opportunity that's going to be more on the Zambia side of things, is there's not intercommerce amongst those countries. Even though they're connected by this lake, commerce will be very easy. And as you can see, there's not a lot of activity. You know, lakes in America, especially if they're touching other land masses, there's a lot of activity on the lake, and this one doesn't have a lot of activity on the lake. It's a pro because it's very peaceful, but con is there's an economic opportunity that's being missed, I think, especially amongst neighboring countries. Has there been talk about connecting us more here with the commerce?
Look, I haven't heard much about that. I know that the Zambia Development Agency, if I'm not mistaken, sometime last year, late last year, they did what they call like a trade fair mission. So they took a number of Zambian businesses, I think including part of the Chamber of Commerce, and they took them to Tanzania, to Congo, sorry, where they had meetings with different stakeholders, like from different countries, on how they can improve trade, between the countries. So whether that included, Lake Tanganyika and opportunities coming through there, I'm not really sure, but I know that these are matters that have been taken up before, like by the Zambia Development Agency and the Chamber of Commerce, to sort of like improve trade and how to trade, of course, amongst these countries. But I'm not sure how far that has gone in terms of discussions.
Okay. So they're the talks.
Yes.
We don't know if they've completed, so that's a plus. Maybe we Americans who hopefully have done trade or commerce can maybe come build, add into that discussion if it's not already pre-existing at that point in time. So speaking about investment opportunities, we've been to the south of the capital city, everything that's offered there. What are some of the more easier or more needed investment opportunities here in Mpulungu and the northern region in general?
The major sectors, I think that I would that we can see that have opportunities here are trade, manufacturing, agriculture, and tourism. Yeah. So in any of this, if you explode, I think you would those would make great investment. So trade, manufacturing, agriculture, and tourism, these make up the northern circuit, and these are the ones that have potential. Anything else, no, but these 4, yes. Yes.
So there you have it. What about, I've heard maybe transportation is an issue, and even on a smaller scale, things like mechanics. We have cars here, but my understanding is you don't have mechanics readily available here. So those are a little small, that's not going to make a big life changing difference, I'm sure. But there are mechanics out there. There's a market here for people to work on cars, change tires, and certain things.
Yeah.
And if you can, you probably be the first here that's officially doing it in Mpulungu. So if you get all the business, because right now they're going to Lusaka, which is what, 15 hours away?
Yes, either Lusaka or Kasama. So if you don't get that done in Kasama, then yes, you have to.
How far is Lusaka?
It's 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
Yes. If not, then you have to go all the way to Lusaka.
Right. So if you're a mechanic that likes lakefront property, you guarantee the job and guarantee the customer, and you can live in comfort versus the hustle and bustle of Lusaka.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't have anything more. Is there anything else that you want to share?
This place, one of the things that I would say is lacking are also skills. A lot of people are not skilled in different things. Like you have talked about, we lack mechanics, we lack the shirts, we lack artisans, but if there'll be people interested, out there who can say, what, let me go and do something. So whether it's voluntary, whether it's working with other people, the opportunities are there because you're adding value to something. And if you're looking for an experience, whether it's from here to get away, then I think these are the kind of places that you can come and say, okay, let me share my knowledge, let me share my skill, and you sort of like just get a new experience as well while you're doing that. So it's a place that has been untapped. There's so many opportunities, but like I said, even as it develops, I think there are a lot of skills that are required like here, even for those businesses to be able to sort of like move up progress. So for those that are looking to sort of like get away, or just whether it's for a year, 2 years, you just want something different. You want to share your skills, you want to help, the capacity building to other people. Then I think Mpulungu is one of the places that you can actually do that.
Okay. We didn't really get into, I don't know how you feel about your personal life, married, you have children, is that something you're interested in with your life?
Okay,
how old are you?
Okay, so I'm 38.
Okay.
I'll be 39 this March. Yes, so I'm 39. I'll be 39, 3rd March.
It's his
The
birthday.
third month?
That's what you're saying, the third?
3rd March.
I'll be 14.
Oh, okay. So no, I'm not married. I don't have any children, and so it's something that God willingly, if it happens, then I'll be very happy if it did. I'm an open person, so yes.
So you hear that, man? Nakonde's a very lovely woman for what we know.
Yeah. So yes, these things you have to have an open heart and not be too close. So I know as women sometimes we have different expectations and all that, but look, for me, character and values are very important. It's not about how somebody looks or whatever it is, but character and value. Yes, and if somebody obviously has a relationship with a personal relationship with God, for me, I believe in God, and that is also equally important. And it doesn't matter sometimes, a lot of people, I know religion is a sensitive topic to so many people, but like I said, I'm an open person, and I think there are certain things that you can't always get right, but where character is and value is, those are the most important things, I think, to personally for me. Yeah, but at the moment, I'm very single.
Now that Nathaniel has opened that door, what would you say the dating scene was like in Lusaka? Like, or is it, would you say there's been available? Or like what?
No. Well, I haven't. How do I answer this? I think they could be there, but like I said, there has been a problem as well here where people don't sort of like really socialize so much. So if they're there, then maybe we just haven't. I haven't come across, like those kind of people. But compared to the saga, obviously, Lusaka was a bigger place in the sense, and whether so you have family, you have friends there, and friends of friends, and all that. So it was really easy, like to meet different people. Yeah, compared to this place, it's a really bit of a challenge.
So this area would benefit from some place where people can gather, and network, meet each other, be social.
Very social. And from what I've noticed as well, most of them are married elsewhere, so they're here specifically for work. Yeah, so they have families already. So they come here for work, and then whether go back on holidays or weekends, they still go back to their families. But then for the singles, I think they're not so many. Yeah, so many.
I don't have any other questions. Very good.
Yes, I want to thank you for joining us. I'm actually going to put the description for Lake Tanganyika Resort in the description. So if anyone's interested in visiting, is there a website?
There is a website that's www.laketanganyikaresort.com. Yes, and then they can still follow us on Facebook and on Instagram.
So I'll get that information and put it in the description so that people, if they want to reach out, if you have any questions, can reach out as well.
Yeah, that would be
Now,
great.
to book a room here or book the resort, the website has a place for you to fill out a form. Is that the best way to do it, or is it possible that there's a number that you can provide to book directly, or WhatsApp, or do you prefer the website?
Okay, so I can share our contact numbers for bookings. I know that the website is a bit limited, but we're working on updating it this year. So then you can have more information on how you can make a reservation. But if they go to Facebook or Instagram, the contact details are already there. But I can still share that my information with you, my contact details, which you can share to anyone that would like to get in touch with us.
Okay. Well, that about sums it up. This is Zambia so far. Like I said, it's been beautiful, very refreshing, very peaceful. And I think that's all about it I can say. I want to thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Again, if you are interested in more content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Again, my name is Latrice. This is my husband, Nathaniel, and this is Mpulungu that's been with us talking about Lake Tanganyika Resort. That's all we have for today. Thanks, you two. Peace.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.